Hey there, folks. Welcome back to another Cat Chat here with LC Sports Information Director, me, Brad Welburn, as we're back for another episode of Men's Hoops Talk with Coach Reni Mason. And we scheduled this, and I really didn't realize we only had one game to talk about, but it was a pretty big game, big game. And just letting you know off the jump here, we're shooting this on Monday morning. So because travel and everything, teams will play on Tuesday night against Belhaven. Hopefully 2 wins there. We'll see. And then they'll go straight from there to Dallas for a game on Thursday. So that's why we're shooting a little bit earlier this week. But talk about the game. I mean, Coach, man, I know there was, for me, for sure, there was some nerves coming in. It's like, they just only beat Belhaven by 2 nights before. So you figured they were going to come out and really wanting to prove something. And it was just a classic, a really good game.
I think it speaks volumes again of our league. Belhaven's at the bottom of our league, but yet they lose by 1 to the leader in our league.
Yeah.
Had a shot to win it at the buzzer. We knew that they would be prepared for us. There's no surprises when you play the UT Dallas program. They do a great job. They've won a lot of games here in this building. I thought our guys answered the challenge. One stat that sticks out in my mind, Devon had 9 offensive rebounds. I think it's been a while since he's had that type of complete game. He logged 28 minutes in that game, which means we were able to keep him on the floor for a long time. One stat that stuck out for him also is he fouled out, which in most cases you would think that's a bad thing. For us, that means he's being physical. That means he's competing. That means he played a long stretch. And so I thought we did a great job of answering the call on a game we had to have if we're going to have a shot to win this league.
Yeah, for sure. Because that is one thing we don't really talk about a lot. But Devon hasn't. I think that's the first time maybe he's fouled out this year. So I guess that really speaks to what the guys, and not only him but the rest of the team knew they had to do to get the win, and they did it.
There's no doubt we're better when he's right. There have been some games where we felt like he hasn't given us what he's capable of giving us. On our East Texas trip, didn't think he played as well as he's capable of playing. We go 0-2. You hate to land that on one person's shoulder, but as I've said to our guys and I've said to you before, too much is given, much is required, and he's a dominant post player when he's right. And for us to go 19-14 in one of the biggest games of the season for us speaks volumes. To all of our guys, though, we had guys that made contributions that didn't necessarily play a ton of minutes. The 3 that Jacquez hits at the end of the first half cuts the lead from 6 to 3. It's huge. Bailey ties the game up in the first half, 12-12 on a 3 from the corner, and gets a deflection on a sure layup off Underwood. We had, from top to bottom, our guys contributed, and it's going to take all of us to win it. And so it was a great effort for us. It was nice to see so many fans in the crowd, and we're going to need that kind of support the rest of the way.
And real quick before we kind of preview what's coming up this week, I was – because if you follow ASC basketball for sure, especially the East, Demetrius Underwood, number 22 from Dallas. I mean, he was freshman of the year. He's an all-star kind of player.
Yes, sir.
And I thought, and this is just from my perspective, I'm focusing on what I'm doing, but I thought Jalen did a fabulous job guarding him because I think he was matched up with him most of the night, right?
I'll go out on a limb and say Jalen's probably the defensive player of the year in this league. He's definitely our defensive stopper. We put a lot of emphasis on Underwood, and I thought Jalen did a tremendous job. I thought Jalen's supporting cast did a tremendous job of what we call swarm. When he got the ball, let's go to him. Let's not give him easy looks. I think he finished with 17 points, but I think that's under his average, and I think he was like 6 or 18 or 7 for 17. I thought Jalen did a tremendous job, but Jalen's done that all year long. Had a little come to Jesus meeting with Jalen at halftime also, just about how important he is to us in so many other areas than just scoring. So we issue those challenges from time to time, and Jalen definitely has been one of those guys that's answered the bell night in and night out.
And just real quick, he did a lot of that in the second half with 4 fouls because I kind of noticed, like, oh, Jalen's got 4, and he played several minutes with 4 fouls.
He is a high IQ guy.
Yeah.
And we were very fortunate not to lose him to fouling out.
Yeah.
Because he plays one way, and that's all out. And so, and it's contagious when a guy does that. Timothy Stokes, 5 steals.
Yeah.
I can't count the amount of deflections that he had.
Yeah.
Those little things that don't necessarily go in the box score, taking off a pass on the wing. Well, there's not a stat for that,
Right.
but that's huge for us in terms of how we set our defense. So I was just proud of our guys. I really was, with the effort that they gave, with the magnitude of the game, and again, our guys didn't flinch.
Yeah. And now here's the thing, and we talked about it all year. The East, the ASC is just stacked. You have to turn right around and play 2 teams where one you beat by 40 and had a great shooting night, and one that was a tight, close game that you're playing Tuesday and Thursday of this week. So it's just like you just got to keep going.
There's not a night off.
Yeah.
And Belhaven obviously is much improved. I think they're very athletic. I think they're dangerous at home. We've got to go in and prepare, like I said, today, and get on the bus and get ready to go and play that just as though it's a UTD game, because it's just as important. And I promise you that UT Dallas will be prepared when we come in their place on Thursday night. They do a great job. They played a great game here.
Yeah.
That game could have gone either way.
Oh, yeah.
We made a play when they didn't make a play, and that's the ASC. That's the ASC, and I don't know if our league gets enough credit for how tough it is from top to bottom.
Yeah. Well, it was. I mean, I'm still kind of recovering, I guess, because it was such a huge game and a huge day for the guys for sure. But like you heard and like we talked about, there's still plenty of work to do. We got 5 conference games left before the end of the season, and a lot can happen over the next few couple of weeks.
Grind, and it's one of those things where if you're going to win this league, you're going to win this league. You're not going to be able to walk away with this league, and
absolutely.
so you've got to earn it. And so it's there for the taking. We'll see if we measure up. It's that type of league, and you can't say more about it. And if you're worth anything in your medal, this is what you want to be a part of.
All right, folks. Well, that'll do it for this week. Links, I guess since you're seeing this on Wednesday, links for the Dallas game will be up on our website and social media and everything. So if you were in HOS watching that game on Saturday, view it up on Thursday, because it's shaping up to be just as good, if not better, over in Richardson. So stay locked to social media and the website and all that sort of stuff. We got 2 more home games coming up next week, so be sure to make your plans for that. And thank you for watching once again. Thank you, Coach, for coming by. It's Cat Chat. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, B.
Mm-hmm.